Alright, so here's how you set up the working Submarine I made in my last video. I want the creative physics staff and the tool gun. So first we're actually going to do /up1, this with world edit. We'll place you one block, place a glass block below you, which is going to be helpful because we do not want to spawn it at the bottom of the ocean. Next we're going to want to press tab to open it, go over to load, open the folder by pressing this button and pasting the Submarine schematic file in. Next, we can reopen it and select this one right here, and you can see the little the preview right here. It'll preview it, and we want to right click it on top of the glass block and get ready to freeze it with the physics staff. So as you can see, I froze it. We can remove the glass block, and now we can grab the tweaked link controller out of the barrel, go into spectator mode, or go through the open hatch at the top, go in the back and flip the engines on. This will power everything. So now that we have power turned on, we can unfreeze it, and we will start sinking, but that is because we need to go flick this lever on, and this will just raise us to the top of the water for us right now. Now, the cameras, I believe they are already linked, yep, so you can flick them to turn them on. Now, I suggest keeping them off as they are pretty laggy, so you need a beefy computer if you want to do that. This lever right here controls how fast you're going. The maximum is 14, otherwise it'll exceed the speed limit cap, which is 256. This starts moving it forward, and this starts moving it backwards. This lever right here starts turning it, so we can turn it around 90 degrees, and it starts turning to the right by 90 degrees. And this one, we also can do it the other way. Now, we have a velocity sensor inside of here, right there. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is break the thing connecting the altitude sensor, right click on the display board, right click it on the altitude sensor. We're going to want to change this to height, and the attached label will be height. So we want to do that, and now it will update the height. Now we're going to want to go in spectator mode to the back of here, right here, or we can break that. Right click the display board, right click it right here, and we're going to wait to set this to be speed, and we're going to want it to be on line 2. So now it updates, and when we start powering the thrust, it starts telling us how fast we're going, and the Y level will change if we start going down. Next, on the top, we can just assemble the autocannon by flicking this lever. Now, you do have to have particles off for now with create big cannons, otherwise it crashes your game. But you can shoot the autocannon, and it does kind of push the Submarine back a little bit, which is probably a little unrealistic for something of this size. But yeah, it's a little anti-aircraft auto. Now the radar in the front, we're gonna want to break the data link here, go back into the cab area, break the data link here, and we're going to want to go over to this network controller, right click it, then we're going to want to put a link back behind the monitor, right click it again, and then put it all the way on the radar, or just right click it here, and now the radar will be linked so we can see all the entities around us in a little bit of a actual circular radar, so it goes around. This is the depth control, so if we want to hover around, let's say around, we'll just hover around Y level 70 to 73, which means we'll hover around Y level 70. We can flick this lever, which will start dropping us down, because that lever powers the link, which powers the ballast tanks. As you can see, we start dropping down a little bit, around 30 blocks, and then it starts floating around Y level 70. You can configure this to be anything you want. So I just have it set to 70 for demonstration purposes here. This throttle lever right here controls how fast you rise, and it's powering a redstone link, which is powering the ballast. So this is at a level of 3. If I really want it to go fast, I can set it to 15 and it'll start going a lot faster. But we don't need it to go that fast, so we can set it down to 3 for now, or you can change it to be your desired redstone signal. Now, that is the end of this setup. If you want this build for yourself, it'll be on my Patreon, link in the description. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed.